Welcome back to Organotope Chem Clinic, your one-stop chemistry channel for exam success and deeper understanding of chemistry. I am Temitope Adeniji. In this episode of General Chemistry, I'll walk you through the electrolytes and non-electrolytes. What are electrolytes? Electrolyte is a chemical substance that allows free passage of electric current through it, either in molten states or in solution. Note that electrolytes will dissociate into positively charged and negatively charged ion and conduct electricity in solution. Now we can observe that the chart right here contains positively charged and negatively charged ion. That shows that the solution right here is an electrolyte. Also, the second chart right here contains positively charged and negatively charged ions. We can observe that there are more ions in this solution than this other solution right here. So what does the amount of ion in solution tells us when we are talking about electrolytes? The greater the degree of ionization in solution, the stronger is the electrolyte. Also, the more the ions in the solution, the greater is the conductivity. Since we have highest degree of dissociation in solution A right here, we can equally say it is a strong electrolyte. So we have this as strong electrolytes. Also, if we consider the degree of dissociation of the ion right here, it is lower compared to what we have in solution A, right? Therefore, we can equally say that this solution right here is a weak electrolyte. So we have weak electrolytes. When we consider the third solution right here, there is no dissociation of the electrolytes. Therefore, ions are not formed. Since we do not have the dissociation of the electrolytes into a positive or negatively charged ion, therefore, this solution is said to be what? A non-electrolyte. So we have non-electrolytes. Okay? So we've been able to classify the solution of the electrolytes right here into strong electrolytes, weak electrolytes, and non-electrolytes. What are strong electrolytes? These are substances that dissociate or ionize completely in aqueous solution and are good conductors of electricity. Examples of strong electrolytes include all strong acids and bases, as well as salts of strong acid or weak acid. Now, can we look closely at the table right here? We have a strong acid, strong base, salts of strong acid, as well as the salts of weak acid. All are said to be strong electrolytes. Can we identify our strong acids? We have hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. Tetroxosulfate 6 acid is a strong acid. Trioxonitrate 5 acid is a strong acid. Also, we have the chloric acid is also a strong acid. And lastly, we can also consider the perchloric acid, which is also a strong acid. Okay? So right here we have the list of the strong acids which are said to be strong electrolytes. Moving on, can we consider the second column where we have strong base? The hydroxide of group 1 metals and the hydroxide of group 2 metals, except beryllium, are said to be strong bases. So can we identify the hydroxides of group 1 metals? We have sodium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide is also a strong base. Then let's consider the hydroxide of group 2 metals. We have the magnesium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, barium hydroxide. All these are strong bases, and we can equally say they are strong electrolytes. Make sense? Can we consider salts of strong acid, which are also regarded as strong electrolytes. We have sodium chloride is a strong electrolyte. We have potassium chloride, ammonium chloride, potassium nitrate, as well as sodium sulfate. The salts of strong acids are said to be strong electrolytes. Now, can we take the last column, which is the salts of weak acid? Examples of salts of weak acid include, we have sodium acetate, sodium benzoate, ammonium acetate, as well as magnesium citrates. So all these examples are salts of weak acid, and they are also classified as strong electrolytes. Make sense? Now, can we consider the next solution of electrolytes right here, which is the weak electrolytes? What are weak electrolytes? Weak electrolytes are substances that do not dissociate or ionize completely in aqueous solution. Now, can we consider their electrical conductivity? The electrical conductivity of weak electrolytes is low compared to that of strong electrolytes, which has high electrical conductivity. Note these exam tips. All weak acids and bases are weak electrolytes. Now let's consider the table right here. We have in the first column the weak acid, and in the second column we have the weak base, which are weak electrolytes. Can we take the examples of weak acids? We have acetic acid is a weak acid. That's ethanoic acid. We can as well have the carbonic acid. Hydrofluoric acid is a weak acid. And lastly, the phosphoric acid is a weak acid. So all the acids listed right here are weak electrolytes. The acid right here, they are considered to be weak electrolytes because they contain covalent bond. Their atoms are covalently bonded. So when molecules are covalently bonded, their degree of dissociation is said to be low. Therefore, we consider such solution of electrolyte to be what? Weak electrolyte, because the degree of dissociation is low and they do not dissociate or ionize completely in aqueous solution. Moving on, can we take those weak bases that are considered to be weak electrolytes? We have the methylamine, that's CH3, NH2, methylamine. Also, the ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. We can as well consider the hydroxide of some transition elements which are weak bases as well. We have copper 2 hydroxide is a weak base. Iron 2 hydroxide is a weak base. Zinc 2 hydroxide is also a weak base. So note that weak electrolytes are weak acids and weak bases. Solution of weak acid and weak bases are weak electrolytes, and the examples are listed right here for the weak acid as well as the weak base. Make sense? Lastly, we have the non-electrolytes. What are non-electrolytes? Non-electrolytes are substances which do not allow free passage of electric current through it, either in molten state or in solution. The non-electrolytes do not dissociate or ionize in aqueous solution. Therefore, they do not conduct electricity. The non-electrolytes are compounds with mainly covalent bond. Examples of non-electrolytes are pure water, ethanol, sugar, urea, oil, chloroform. All these are examples of non-electrolytes. Again, we have pure water, ethanol, sugar, urea, oil, chloroform. They are non-electrolytes. Benzene as well is a non-electrolyte. This is because they contain mainly of covalent bond in their structure. Note these exam tips. Conductor is any substance that allows passage of electric current through it. Conductors are mostly metals, while non-conductor is any substance that do not allow the passage of electric current through it. The non-conductors are also known as insulators. Examples include glass, rubber, diamond. All these are said to be non-conductors. If you found this video lesson so interesting, hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your classmates. See you in the next video, and thanks for watching.